Today I'm going to be talking to people that are genuinely following me, so I'm going to be spilling a little tea of what has actually helped me, a little secret of what has actually helped me. So let me introduce you all to our groundnut and beans farm.
Sunrise paints the fields golden. IJ wakes with the morning dew. With hands strong, her heart unbroken, cultivates dreams that grew and grew. Habanero peppers burn like fire, rows of cabbages stand tall, cucumbers climb on their wire, IJ tends to them all. So come and farm with IJ, feel the earth beneath your hand.
So hello everyone, it's your favorite farmer farm with IJ, and today I'm going to be giving you a very, very, very important tip today. Just sit back, watch, listen, and thank me later. Yeah, so shh, don't make it loud. Let me tell you all one of the reasons why we are doing this. Carry your chair, come forward, let me gist you. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory of what actually happened here sometime last year. If you've been actively following me on this page, you will know that I explained that I once had pest attack in my farm and also fungi attack. I battled with thrips, aphids, and I battled with fungal infection that was caused by anthracnose. So I didn't want to plant immediately because we all know that if you remove whatever, maybe you had an issue in your farm and remove the plant and also plant the same thing there, most likely what affected the last one is most likely going to affect the new ones, because especially if you plant what is in the same family, like if you plant pepper before and you had issues with your pepper, maybe you had like chronic issues with pests and you planted pepper there again, trust me, those peppers are not going to get to like a month or thereabout and you're going to start having serious issues. I usually advise people very much on that. So what I resorted to, because when that thing happened, it wasn't rainy season yet, so I left this area of the farm fallow. I did not plant anything there up until the rainy season came. So we did something called crop rotation. Okay, for the sake of those that don't really know what crop rotation is, let me give a brief explanation of what crop rotation is. Basically, crop rotation is just like a practice in farming where you like plant a different crop from the last cycle you had in the same piece of land. So instead of you like planting the same crop over and over and over again, you just have to change the type of crop you are planting. And while changing the type of crop you are planting, you also need to select a crop that doesn't belong to the family of the crop you planted initially. Most times legumes like beans and groundnut are usually recommended because they are usually cover crops, and cover crops have high nitrogen in them. It's easier and a very natural way of fixing nitrogen back into your soil. By planting these crops, you are already breaking the cycle of pests in your farm, and your farm is going to be free from pests in your next cycle of planting. If you check, you will notice that pepper and the legumes like the groundnuts and the beans, they're not in the same family. Most likely they're not going to be facing the same pest issues. I don't even understand what I mean. This is in a different family from that of pepper, so they have different pests that attack them. This can do well. This is what we call crop rotation. You can see we planted groundnuts here. This groundnut is 3 weeks, close to 3 weeks or thereabout now. So we are going to be gaining from two sides of this. Now, the first place we're going to be gaining is that we all know that legumes and all this helps to fix nitrogen in the soil very, very fast. This is the natural way of fixing nitrogen in the soil, because if you are done harvesting, even some people don't even harvest, you can just till back the legumes into the soil just to fix the soil. That is the fastest way of fixing the soil in your farm, you know. So after harvesting, whatever debris that come from it or the waste, all we have to do, you just have to till it back into the soil and you can plant. First, you're going to make money. Second, you're going to fix your soil in case your soil has issues. And thirdly, you've done crop rotation there, so the existing pests in that land has left. The existing pests that came from the peppers or whatever, they've left, and now the farm is now as good as new.
Even at the moment, this particular space of land is being prepared for our next batch of planting. When we are done making the ridges, we are still going to plant the nitrogen fixing crops here also, and be getting ready for our next cycle of planting peppers. This is basically, I already said it earlier, this is basically to fortified I don't know, this is basically to make the whole place ready and free from pests, so that our journey is going to be a very smooth one. If you don't do all this, you're going to keep battling, you know, before all that. So yeah, that's it.
So come and farm with IJ. Feel the earth beneath your hand in the lush fields of eastern Nigeria. She's growing dreams to feed the land.
This is some of the very little secrets that actually help us. That is why I tell you, share this page to your friends, share it to everybody, because I don't gatekeep over here. I tell you how it is. I tell you things that work for me. I don't just come and tell you what I have not tried, you know. So this is a very good way of fixing your soil and also making little money from it, instead of letting your farm lay fallow. After showing you around my farm, later I'm going to make a separate video on how I was able to plant this and how we are able to maintain it so far, you know, because everything needs maintenance and all. Guess what? The good thing about this is that this is very, very low maintenance. You can see how pretty this looks, you know. See, this is groundnut here, this is groundnut here, and this over here is beans. You can see how we actually planted the beans just at the edge of the ridges, while the groundnut is in the middle of the ridges. You know, this is low maintenance, and the good thing about this is that first, I'm restoring my soil. Second, I'm going to make little money from it. And third, I'm basically not using so much to do this, you know. So just because the pest and fungi here before, they did not see any host, which is, you know, like the thrips and aphids, they did not see any host before, like the peppers and all that. That is why their population is going to reduce drastically, you know. So, and also when we are done harvesting, we will till back the debris from the you know, leftovers from the plants and till it back into the soil. Yeah, so, and this is purely rain fed, so you can see it's saving us. We're not spending so much taking care of them. Just, this is very good for those that keep, I don't know, you keep battling with pests and battling with fungi. Why don't you rotate your crops? Why don't you rotate your crop? If you rotate your crops, there's going to be a very huge difference, you know. So this is how the whole place looks like. I officially welcome you to my groundnut and farm my groundnut and beans farm.
Sunrise paints the fields golden. IJ wakes with the morning dew. With hands strong, her heart unbroken. Cultivate.
This is the beans. This is the groundnut. Yeah. So
IJ tends to them all. So come and farm with IJ. Feel the earth beneath your hand. In the lush fields of eastern Nigeria, she's growing dreams to feed the land. Neighbors pass, they wave and smile as she works from dawn to dusk. Every step is another mile towards a future she can trust.
if this video was helpful, why not click on the subscribe button, tell everybody, share the video to people that needs to see it, and also come back here for more videos like this, because we always be coming here to update you on that. To have a lovely day. Bye.
Earth beneath your hand, in the lush fields of eastern Nigeria, she's growing dreams to feed the land. In the market where produce gleams, vibrant colors, tales entwined, feeding family, feeding dreams, one harvest at a time. So come and farm with IJ, feel the earth beneath your hand, in the lush fields of eastern